Welcome to the following presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the conclusion of Week 10 of the WFL 2022 season. Hi everyone, Glenn Walker here, broadcasting to you live from the press box high above the Dome of America Center here in St. Louis, where a full capacity 67,000 seat crowd on hand here tonight for a great Central Division battle between the Houston Roughnecks and the St. Louis Stars. Roughnecks come in at 5-4. They're led by second-year quarterback Joe Burrow, has the league's best completion percentage of all quarterbacks, 106.9. The Stars counter with the best running back, and its veteran Ezekiel Elliott leads the league in carries with 170 and yards, 825. Should be a great battle for you tonight. We'll talk more about the storylines as we move forward in tonight's game. Let's go ahead and take you down to the field. And the Roughnecks have won the toss and have elected to receive. Bass tees the ball up, getting ready to put toe to leather, and we're underway. Sunday Night Football here, Week 10 style. And Agnew is going to return it just inside the end zone. Brings it out to the 10, gets to the 20, finally stopped at about the 21. Let's take a look at that Houston Roughnecks offense for you. At quarterback again, Joe Burrow. Lone running back will be David Johnson. Wide receiver will be Brandon Cooks and Danny Amendola. Two tight end set, Rob Gronkowski and David Njoku. Offensive line, Brady Christensen at left tackle, Royce Newman at left guard, Ryan Kelly at center, James Hurst at right guard, and Rob Havenstein at right tackle. Running back Nick Chubb out tonight to injury, will not be available for the Roughnecks. They're in their white away jerseys, silver pants, blue numbers, with a silver helmet. Moving left to right across your computer screen. 1st and 10. Burrow back to pass. Floats a screen out to Johnson. He's to the 25-30, has the first down, finally corralled there by Taki at the 36, a gain of 15 for the Roughnecks. Take a look at that St. Louis Star defense. Defensive ends are Owe and Dana. Defensive tackles are Wilkins and Autry. Your linebackers, Hewitt and Taki, flanking the inside linebacker Juwan Bentley. Your defensive backs, Charterius Ward, Tyrann Mathieu, Justin Simmons, and Marshawn Lattimore. St. Louis in their home red uniforms, gold pants, gold helmets, white numerals. On defense, 1st and 10, Houston Roughnecks just underway here at St. Louis. Johnson the lone setback. Burrow calling out the signals, hands off to Johnson, gets out to about the 39-yard line. Oh, and Rob Gronkowski, he is hobbling toward the sidelines, favoring that left knee, and that does not look good. He throws his helmet down in disgust. Hate to see him leave early in the game. Brings up 2nd and 7. Houston switches to a 3 wide receiver format. Burrow from the pistol, back to pass. Has time, looking, fires, intercepted by Simmons. Simmons finally corralled down inside Roughnecks territory. It's the second interception of the year for Simmons and the first turnover of the game. Great field position for the Stars. We'll take a look at that one again. And the wide receiver there was double covered. Burrow will be studying the iPad there on the sideline, taking a look at that one. So that will bring out Kirk Cousins and the St. Louis offense. At running back, Ezekiel Elliott, league leader in rushing yards. Keith Smith will be the fullback. Wide receivers, Chase Claypool and Devontae Smith. Tight end will be C.J. Uzoma. Left tackle, Jordan Maleta. Left guard, Wyatt Teller. Center, Kendrick Green. Right guard, Joe Thuney. Right tackle, Jake Matthews. St. Louis, great field position, moving right to left across your screen. A little motion in the backfield before the snap. Play action. Cousins is going to try to go deep, but he is sacked by Holcomb. Holcomb with the sack, loss of 6. Welcome all of you who are joining us on Sunday Night Football on a Friday. WFL 2022, Week 10 between the Houston Roughnecks and the St. Louis Stars. A good Central Division battle for you there. Let's take a look at that Houston Roughnecks defense. Defensive ends, Jerry Hughes and Dewan Smoot. Defensive tackles are Armand Watts and Fatu Kasi. Middle linebackers, Kazir White. Outside linebackers, Cole Holcomb and Chandler Jones. Your defensive backs are Greg Newsome, Trevor Mooring, Malik Hooker, and Desmond King. Second and long for the Stars. Elliott, the lone running back. Cousins back to pass. Floats a screen over to Elliott near side. Gets to about the 35, tackled by Milano. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Stars. Stars have the #1 offense in the league heading into today's game. 422 yards average per game. Led by that man, Chip Kelly, in his 7th season as head coach. Stars will empty out the backfield here on 3rd down. Cousins changing the signals at the line of scrimmage. Heads back to the pistol. Back to pass. Has time. Fires near side. And just out of the hands of Claypool. And that'll bring up 4th down and the field goal kicking unit. On the season, Bass, 24-26 on field goals. Tyler Bass attempting a 51-yard kick here. Good snap, good hold. Right down the middle. And the Stars take the early lead. They lead at 3-0, courtesy of a turnover, interception by Joe Burrow. And they prepare to kick off to the Roughnecks for their second possession. Early going here in St. Louis, where the Dome of America Center opened in 1995. Agnew's going to watch this one sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Houston is coached tonight, or this season, by Lovie Smith. It's his first season with Houston. He was a defensive coordinator with the team last year. Previous stops include Chicago and Tampa Bay. Johnson, the lone running back. He'll get the handoff. He's going to go off tackle right. Gets to about the 28 before being tackled by Hewitt. Brings up 2nd and 7. Houston has the 6th ranked offense of the league, 4th in passing, 16th in rushing. Troutman in for Gronkowski, injured his knee in the first possession. Not coming back, we're being told. Short pass over the middle to Johnson. Picks up about 4, but being tackled by Bentley. That'll bring up 3rd and a very short 3. Four wide receiver package for Houston. Burrow looking near side, completes a pass to Amendola. Veteran wide receiver picks up the first down. Dropped by Dean near the Houston 39. As we mentioned before, Nick Chubb, starting running back for the Roughnecks, is out tonight with an injury. They're going to have to rely on David Johnson, primarily running for the Roughnecks. And also this man, Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson, one of the rookies, 4th round pick out of Oklahoma, comes into the game now. Play action, back to pass, throws it far side, looking for Cooks, but it's incomplete. Lattimore gets a piece of that one. It'll be 2nd and 10. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Oh, in the first quarter, not the ball game. Sorry about that. Been a long week. Johnson back into the game at running back. Draw play to Johnson, and he picks up about 3. So a very key Central Division game tonight between these two teams. Take a quick look at the standings. As you see over there in the Central Division, St. Louis came into today's game in possession of first place. Houston with an opportunity to tie for first place if they can get a win tonight. A loss, and it's going to drop them into a 3-way tie for second with Chicago and San Antonio. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll go over some results from Week 10 of the WFL. 3rd and 7 for the Roughnecks. They need to get to their 49 for the first down. Burrow with time. Ball batted down at the line. Incomplete, brings up 4th down in the punting unit. Logan Cook on to punt for Houston. Back to return, Mecole Hardman. Hardman standing at about his own 20. Cook gets it away, heading for the far sideline. Hardman races to it. He's going to return it. He's to the 25. There's a fumble. But the officials say St. Louis holds on to the ball. Look, it popped out there. But then Hardman recovers his own fumble. So 1st and 10 St. Louis. They get the ball at their own 26. 9:21 left to go here, first quarter. St. Louis Stars coming into today's game with the league's current longest winning streak, 4 games. They've won 4 games in a row. Last week, they won at Detroit, 30-27. Cousins in that game, 21 of 31, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyler Bass hitting the 61-yard field goal that bounced off the goalpost and dropped in as time expired for the win. Exciting game in Detroit last week for the Stars. I formation behind Cousins. Elliott, the deep back, is going to take the pitch. He's going to go left. Looking for a hole to open. Met at the line of scrimmage by White. No gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. Elliott having a renaissance of a season here. 170 carries, 825 yards, leads the league, averaging about 4.9 yards per carry. Gainwell comes into the game now for Elliott. Cousins back to pass, under pressure, gets rid of it. It's picked off by Sutton. Sutton tackled immediately. So we've had 2 interceptions so far here in the first quarter. Cameron Sutton getting his 3rd interception of the season. We'll look at that play again. Cousins getting pressure, forced to turn the ball over. A bad throw there. That's going to give Houston the ball at the St. Louis 31 with 8:37 to go here in the first quarter. Stars lead at 3-0. Houston coming off a loss last week at San Antonio. The Commanders defeated them 20-14. Burrow, 24-42, 274 yards, had a touchdown but threw 3 interceptions in that game. The loss ended the Roughnecks' 3-game winning streak. Johnson, the lone running back. He'll receive the handoff. Counter Trey Wright. Gets to about the 31, or I'm sorry, the 29. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Second and 8 for Houston. Three wide receivers set. Burrow with time. Looking, fires down the middle to Cooks. Complete at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Roughnecks. Burrow with his 21st touchdown pass of the season connects with Cooks. And Houston takes the lead. We'll take a look at that play again. Great protection by that offensive line. As you see Cooks beating his man there, makes the catch and into the end zone. Carlson on for the point after attempt. It's up and it's through. 7:51 left to go here in the first quarter. Houston jumps out in front 7-3. So both teams getting points off turnovers. As we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Coleman back deep to return for St. Louis. And he's not going to bring that one out. Touchback ball placed at the 25 for St. Louis. I formation for the Stars. And off to Elliott, up the middle, into the line. Gets to about the 27. Gain of 2. Stars, again, have the number 1 offense coming into this game. They rank 2nd in passing, 3rd in runs. Gainwell into the game now for Elliott on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete. Sutton on the coverage. Hardman was the intended receiver. Now bring up 3rd and 8. Cousins. Standing in the shotgun. Under pressure. Blitz up the middle. Gets the pass off in time. Completes it to Osborne with the first down. Tackled immediately by Sutton. Gain of 11. 1st and 10 St. Louis. Ball at the St. Louis 38. Stars go 3 wide here on 1st and 10. Cousins connects with Claypool. He's inside Houston territory. Gain of 16 yards. Newsom with the tackle. Cousins on the season. 206 completions, 313 attempts, 2,509 yards, 14 touchdowns, and coming into this game, just 4 interceptions. Cousins is going to stay in the 3 wide receiver set. Gainwell, the lone running back. And Houston's going to call timeout. Milano, one of the linebackers, saw something he didn't like, calls an immediate timeout. So 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Roughnecks will use their first timeout. Stars without veteran wide receiver Adam Thielen tonight. And center, Green. He was their 3rd round pick from Illinois. He is questionable. He's questionable coming in. No, he's in. I'm sorry. Green is in. Did get the start. Was considered to be questionable coming in tonight, but there he is. Helps if I look at the roster there. So we're through the timeout. It's 1st and 10. Ball at the Houston 46. Elliott with a handoff, off tackle right. He's to the 45, 40. Finally nailed by Holcomb at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards. They'll go from the I formation again. Pitch right, toss to Elliott. Looking for the hole. And he stopped near the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard. Bring up 3rd and 2. Just under 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. and 2 for the Stars. 3 wide receiver set for Cousins. Cousins back to pass with time. Fires over the middle, completes it to the tight end Uzoma. He's got the first down. Gain of 6 yards. St. Louis finding success with the 3 wide receiver set here early in the first quarter. Cousins changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Draw play to Gainwell. Gets to about the 30. They'll mark it down as a gain of 2. Spun down by King. Brings up 2nd and 8. Nearing the 3.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Stars trail 7-3, but they are on the move here. Elliott back into the game. He'll get the handoff. Off tackle right. He's to the 25. Fatukasi with the tackle at the 23. A yard shy of the first down. 3rd and 1 for the Stars. Jumbo package in for St. Louis. Smith, the man in motion. Elliott dives right. I don't think he got it. The chain gang thinks he does. And Houston, head coach, is going to challenge.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. A timeout will be charged.
And that's the first time we've heard from our referee tonight, Adrian Hill. Promoted to referee back in 2019. Hails from Bowie, Maryland. And when he's not a referee, he is an aerospace software engineer at Johns Hopkins. So first time we've heard from Mr. Hill, and it favors St. Louis. So Houston loses their 2nd timeout. Remember, they called one earlier on this drive. They're down to 1 and also 1 challenge. 11th play of the drive here for St. Louis. Consuming almost 6 minutes of clock here in the first quarter. Elliott gets the handoff to the right, past the 20. And we've got an injured player down for Houston. It's Newsome. And he is being helped to the sideline. That does not look good. Try to get a report on him later. So gain of 5. Elliott off to a fast start here so far tonight. 7 carries, 23 yards. 2nd and 5, ball at the Houston 17. Just under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. They keep feeding Elliott. We got a penalty flag on the play. Elliott to the 15, pending the flag.
Holding, offense, number 70, 10-yard penalty.
And first penalty of the night goes against St. Louis. Matthews gets called for holding. That's going to move them back to the Houston 27. I'll bring up 2nd and 15. Elliott out for some rest. Gainwell back in at running back. Three wide receivers set. Cousins back to pass over the middle. Completes a Claypool at the 22. Tackled by Sutton. Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9. They'll empty out the backfield here on 3rd down. Cousins, back to pass. Quick fires over to Osborne at the 15. He's going to be well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th and 3. And out will come the field goal kicking unit. So a long drive. And here comes Tyler Bass for what should appear to be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Up and through. And St. Louis cuts Houston's lead to just 1. 7-6 with just 19 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Interesting to see at the end of the quarter what the time of possession is here. Gotta think it's gonna favor St. Louis. Just call me crazy, but I think it will. Short kickoff, fielded by Agnew, tackled at the 25.
10-yard penalty.
But they're going to bring it back a little bit more. We got a holding on the receiving team that's going to bring the ball back all the way to the Houston 6. So each team has been penalized here late in the first quarter. Houston will start their own 6. Just 8 ticks left to go here in the first quarter. Houston with a 1-point lead. Another penalty flag before the snap.
False start.
Oh.
Offense. Number 85. Repeat first down.
So the tight end Njoku gets called for the false start. So half the distance to the goal puts the ball back at the Houston 3-yard line. Hand off to Johnson. Right side, he's to the 5, to the 10, nearly the 15. Pickup of 11, tackled by Bentley at the 14. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Houston with a 7-6 lead after 1. Don't forget, football fans, we've got some more great WFL action coming up next week, and it doesn't get any better than this. The next chapter of the war on I-4, the Orlando Apollos and their quarterback Josh Allen paying a visit to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bandits. A great Southern Division matchup here, and all the more so based on the action from earlier today. As we take a quick look at the scoreboard from earlier today, Tampa Bay, huge upset win over Birmingham at Ray J, 34-11. Tom Brady, 3 touchdowns and a touchdown run in that game. Orlando, head on I-4 East, took care of Memphis by a score of 23-9. Allen with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. So affecting the standings in this way, you got a 2-way tie for first. Orlando and Birmingham tied for first. Tampa Bay just 1 game back. So some first place rights in play coming in next Sunday night. So you don't want to miss that. So if you're not a subscriber to the Replay Sports channel, please do so today. That way you get live updates of when we go live with action. And that will definitely be a game you want to check out. All right, so back here in St. Louis, the Dome at America Center. Used to know it as Trans World Dome, but they changed the name. We have a 7-6 ball game here, so those are the statistics. And again, a slight edge to St. Louis in the time of possession. Both teams turned it over. Both quarterbacks threw interceptions. So Houston will start at 2nd and 2. Ball at their own 14. Burrow under center. Play action, back to pass, looking, fires over the middle, completes to Cooks at the 30. Finally brought down by Lattimore. First down, gain of 17. Houston leads the overall series against St. Louis 23-13. These two teams are facing each other for the second time this season. Back in week 2, Houston edged St. Louis 39-31 over in Houston at Energy Stadium. Burrow in that game was 23 of 28, 339 yards, 5 touchdowns and no interceptions. Kirk Cousins, not a bad day either. 25 of 35, 372 yards and 3 touchdowns. And boy, is Adam Thielen missed for St. Louis in that first game. Back in Houston, 10 receptions, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10, ball at the Houston 31. Johnson, the lone running back. Play action. Burrow looking to go deep. Fires. Goes underneath the Troutman at the 40. Tackled by Matthew. Gain of 9. Great coverage there by the St. Louis defense. They rank 11th overall in defense. 16th against the pass. 5th against the rush. Now, the touchdown pass that Burrow threw back in the first quarter, that was the 15th touchdown pass allowed by St. Louis defense so far this season. Brings up 2nd and 1 for Houston. Jumbo package in for Houston, trying to pick up that first down. Johnson gets the handoff up the middle, and he's got the first down. Gain of 2 for Houston. Fresh set of downs. Burrow under center. Play action, rolls right. Back to pass, fires across the field, hits Cooks at the 43 of St. Louis. Lattimore with the tackle. Gain of 16 yards, another first down for Houston. DeAndre Stevenson into the game now, running back for Houston. 4th round pick out of Oklahoma. We were told by Coach Smith we'd see a lot of him tonight. Stevenson gets the ball. Off tackle right. Met near the line of scrimmage. And we have an injured Houston player, Amendola. Goes to the sidelines. And that will bring in Cortland Sutton. Sutton, the leading wide receiver for the Roughnecks. 39 catches, 613 yards, 5 touchdowns. Second and 10, ball at the St. Louis 42. Just underway here, second quarter. Houston leads at 7-6. Burrow from the pistol. Back to pass. Throws in the flat to Stevenson. Stevenson is caught in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Bentley with the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. Empty backfield behind Burrow. Has time. Looking. Fires underneath to Troutman. Troutman drops it. So 4th down. And out will come the punting unit for Houston. Cook's going to try to angle this one inside the 20. And Hardman's going to watch that one roll out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So 11:01 left in the second quarter. Houston with a 1-point lead, 7-6. St. Louis has started their own 5. Coleman in the game at running back to start the second quarter for St. Louis. Elliott getting an extended breather. ran a lot in the first quarter. Motion in the backfield. Play action. Cousins throws underneath to Coleman. Tackled by Holcomb after a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Gainwell into the game at running back. Cousins from the gun, back to pass. With time, throws, completes to Hardman at the 20. He's got a first down. Cousins so far 8 of 11 for 68 yards. First and 10, ball at the St. Louis 21. Give us to Coleman. He's going to go off tackle left. He's to the 25. Stopped by White at the 27. Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 4. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The give again to Coleman. This time he's going to penetrate the right side of the line. Gets awfully close to that first down marker. I'm going to say he's a yard shy. Gain of 3. Elliott back into the game, part of the jumbo package for St. Louis. Try to pick up this yard. Elliott with the ball, up the middle, has the first down. Gain of 2. Elliott so far 8 carries, 25 yards. He'll go back to the sideline. Gainwell will replace him. Cousins, back to pass, has plenty of time, over the middle, completes it to Claypool at the 45. Flag on the play, tackled by Sutton.
Holding, offense, number 70, 10-yard penalty.
And Jake Matthews gets caught again holding. That'll put the ball back to the St. Louis 22. We're at the halfway point already of the second quarter. We have a fast-moving second quarter. Cousins directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. Veteran quarterback back to pass. Fires far side to Hardman at the 30. Tackled by Lenore. Gain of 11. That brings up 2nd and 9. Cousins, veteran quarterback in this league, formerly of the Oakland Invaders and Toronto Hitmen, before finding a home here in St. Louis. Back to pass. Edge rush. Gets the ball off to Gainwell, but Gainwell's caught in the backfield by Malik Hooker. That'll be a 3-yard loss. Brings up 3rd and 12. Fans not very happy with that play. Four wide receivers set in for St. Louis. Cousins with plenty of time. Throws, completes to Claypool at the 38. He'll be tackled by King, well short of the first down. And the Stars are forced to punt. back to receive the punt from Sam Martin. Standing at about his own 23. Martin gets away a beauty. King chases it inside the 10. He's to the 20. Finally brought down at the 21. 5:55 to go here until halftime. Houston with a 7-6 lead here. Sunday Night Football, Week 10 of the 2022 season. We play 14 weeks in a regular season, and we're already starting to think about playoff positioning and seeding. We'll talk about all that, highlights from Week 10 and a preview of Week 11 at halftime, so make sure to stick around. We'll give you time at the 2-minute warning if you want to grab snacks and a drink, but make sure you stick around for halftime. Johnson, the lone running back, in behind Burrow. Hand off to Johnson, off tackle right. To about the 23-yard line. Gain of 2. Johnson on the night, 7 carries for 26 yards. No Nick Chubb for them tonight. He was their leading rusher coming into the game with 536 yards. He's out tonight. Handoff again to Johnson. He reaches the 25. Pickup of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Houston. Empty backfield behind Burrows. Under pressure. Gets rid of it to Callaway, near sideline. Hit out of bounds by Dean, but he's got enough for the first down. Gain of 9. Marquez Callaway with his first catch of the night. Burrow, former Heisman Trophy winner, collegiate national champion, draft pick of the Houston Roughnecks. He replaced Matt Ryan at quarterback. Play action. Burrow looking to go long. Flag on the play. Incomplete to Cooks, but let's see what happens on the flag.
Defense. Number 96, 5-yard penalty.
So the defensive end, Elliott, jumped a little too quickly off sides there, so that'll move the ball up to the Houston 39. Clock stops with 3:45 to go here in the second quarter. Houston leads 7-6. Low scoring game. But with our YouTube streamed games, those of you veterans who've watched previous ones, you kind of have a feeling something good's going to happen. So that's why we stick around. That's why I'm glad you're sticking around. Stevenson in at running back. He'll get the ball off tackle right. He's to the 40. Stopped by Bentley near the 41, so gain of 2. Taki heading to the sideline with what appears to be a groin injury. Injuries beginning to add up. If you're just joining us, Rob Gronkowski, veteran tight end for Houston, went out with a knee injury. He is not expected to come back. Danny Amendola, veteran wide receiver for Houston. Second and 3. Play action. Burrow with time. Over the middle. Incomplete. Lattimore knocks the ball away from Cooks. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Four wide receivers set in for Houston. Burrow from the gun. Looking. Near side. Completes to Pascal to 45. They have a first down. Finally pushed out of bounds by Murphy. Be a gain of 5. Ball will be set at the Houston 46. Clock stops with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Stevenson back in the game at running back. He'll get the handoff, off tackle left. Gets to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 2. Both teams struggling to run the ball tonight. Brings up 2nd and 8. Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Johnson back in the game at running back. Get the handoff. Straight up the middle. Stopped near midfield, right there on the midfield logo. Another 2-yard gain. And I think Houston's just going to let this one run down to the 2-minute warning. They only have one timeout left. So we are at the 2-minute warning. Houston will be facing a 3rd and 6 after the 2-minute timeout. Houston leads at 7-6 here on Sunday Night Football. Again, thank you, all of you, for joining us here on the Replay Sports Channel broadcast of WFL 2022. Our 20-team league that uses Action PC football. Very excited about the 2023 version that's coming out next week. Can't believe it. Been looking at the player ratings for next season, so just been kind of checking that out, and also very, very interested in the enhancements. So maybe do a show when it comes out, like a little preview for you. I know others have done that, so I always like checking it out. 3rd and 6 for Houston. Need to get to the St. Louis 44 to keep this drive going. Houston won the toss, so St. Louis will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Empty backfield behind Burrow. 4 wide receiver set. Back to pass. Plenty of time. He's going to throw a short out to Sutton, but it's incomplete. Too far ahead of him. Brings up 4th down. Clock stops at the minute 57. And Houston, on consecutive drives, forced to punt it away. St. Louis with plenty of time left on the clock. All 3 of their timeouts for Kirk Cousins to work 2-minute offense here. Ball will go out of bounds at about the 20. That was not a good punt, only about 30 yards. Clock stops with a minute 50 to go here. Kirk Cousins, again, 3 timeouts to work the offense here. Empty backfield behind Cousins. Back to pass. Under pressure. Middle blitz. Gets the ball off in time to Claypool at the 25. Trying to get out of bounds. And he does. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock with a minute 47. Boy, just great thinking there by Chase Claypool to look to the sidelines and get out of bounds. King was trying to do everything he could to tackle him in bounds. Cousins sets up the offense. 2nd and 3. Ball at the St. Louis 27. Back to pass. Under pressure again. Another pass completion to Claypool. First down. Stops at the 32-yard line. to make that the 34, but it's still in bounds, so they're going to have to hustle. No huddle offense here. Cousins directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. Gets the ball off in time. Completes the pass to Smith at the 40. Smith, #1 draft pick from Alabama, 2020 Heisman Trophy winner, makes his first catch of the night. Gotta hurry. Cousins throws, completes to Hardman near midfield. Ball just inside the Houston side of the field. Make that the Houston 49, under a minute to go. St. Louis trying to hold on to their timeout, stays in the no huddle offense. Cousins with time, over the middle, completes it to Osborne at the 38. Tackled by Lenore at the 37. Another first down for St. Louis. Kelly not calling a timeout yet. Over the middle, completes to Osborne inside the 30. Just tries to stretch for that first down, and he gets it. Gets the first down. Cousins will call timeout here. We'll stop the clock with 28 seconds. Cousins, 17 of 20, 139 yards. Working the offense brilliantly here. Clock stops with 28 seconds. Stars have 2 timeouts left. Ball at the Houston 26. Stars going to try to do a 2-for-1 here. Get a score here, and then they get the ball back to start the third quarter. Four wide receivers set for St. Louis. Cousins. Good protection. Over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Smith, but overthrew him. Clock stops with 23 seconds. 2nd and 10. Cousins. Near side. Osborne inside the 20. Trying to get out of bounds again near the 15. And he does. Clock stops with 19 seconds left. 1st and 10, St. Louis. We're seeing the 2-minute drive work to perfection here by Kirk Cousins and the St. Louis Stars. Can they put the topper on the cake here? Can they get the touchdown and take the lead here at halftime? Cousins standing in the pistol, back to pass. Completes it to Osborne inside the 10. Tackled immediately by Lenore at the 6-yard line. Cousins quickly calls timeout, stops the clock with 14 seconds left. Ball at the Houston 6-yard line. 2nd and 2. 1 timeout left for both teams. And we're going to see Smith come into the backfield now. The blocking back for Cousins. Cousins trying to quiet the crowd down as he approaches the line of scrimmage. Quick snap, back to pass, looking for the receiver, Hardman, but it's incomplete. Clock stops with 11 seconds to go. 3rd and 2. Cousins is going to kick himself for that one. Had Hardman wide open. Cousins calling for the ball. Back to pass. Quick throw. Tried to get Claypool in a jump, but Sutton was having none of it. 4th and 2. And once again, we're going to see Tyler Bass in the field goal kicking unit. Chip Kelly's got to be thinking, what else can we do? 189 yards total offense. Time of possession, 16 minutes to 13 minutes. Advantage St. Louis, but yet all they're doing is kicking field goals here. Pass on for 24-yard field goal attempt. Up and good. And there are 2 ticks left on the clock. Entertaining game, just not a lot of scoring in this one. Stars take their first lead of the night. And this one's probably going to be a squib kick just to finish off the remaining 2 seconds here. And that's what we get as time expires. First half concluded. Both teams head to the dressing room. St. Louis will receive the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great halftime coming up for you, so stay put. Halftime here in St. Louis, the Dome at America Center. They've seen a low-scoring but entertaining game. Hometown St. Louis Stars lead at 9-7. So as we mentioned, I got halftime highlights for you, so let's get to it right away. We started out earlier today across the pond in London for the Battle of Europe. Berlin, the Thunder, rolling into London, and it was the Thunder who rolled out with a victory, 29-10. Patrick Mahomes, 28 of 43, 227 yards in this game. He also was the leading rusher, 9 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. Berlin now 7-3 and top seed in the Eastern Conference. Over to the Big Apple, New York, and one of the upsets of the day. The Generals top the defending champions, Toronto, 37-34. Jefferson in this game, 12 receptions, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns. Toronto led this game 20-13 at the start of the 4th quarter. And then it was offense, offense, offense. Both teams combined for 38 4th quarter points. Score was tied 34-34 with less than a minute left. And then Myers comes on for New York, hits a 32-yard field goal to end the 5-game losing streak for the New York Generals. They improved to 3-7. Out in Las Vegas, the Outlaws continue to roll with the league's best record. They improved to 9-1. Derek Carr, making his case for offensive MVP, went 20 of 25, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. They extend their win streak to 4 games and improve this season over last season. They've won more games this season than they did last season. Denver drops to 3-7. South of the border, Mexico City, the Aztecs defeat Arizona 36-24. Noah Fent, the tight end, 10 catches, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns in that game. Matthew Stafford threw for 405 yards. Look out, folks. The Aztecs have won 3 games in a row. They're making noise in the Pacific Division. Staying in the Pacific Division, the Los Angeles Wildcats played host to the Philadelphia Bell and end a 4-game losing streak with a 40-17 victory over the Bell. Alexander in this game, an interception, a sack, a forced fumble, and 4 tackles. And as we mentioned earlier, the Orlando Apollos defeat Memphis by a score of 23-9. They now are tied for first place in the South with the Birmingham Americans, who, just west down I-4, lost at Ray J to the Bandits 34-11. Tom Brady again, 324 yards passing, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. Central Division of note for the Houston and our Houston and our St. Louis fans here, Detroit and Chicago, the Fire with a 31-17 victory over the Wheels. Kyler Murray in this game, 29 of 38, 301 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Wheels on a 3-game losing streak in the Central. Out in San Antonio, the Commanders defeat Washington by a score of 29-13. Sweat with a great game, 5 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. And Bayard, 35-yard interception return for a touchdown late in the second quarter. So again, a look at the standings. Over in the Metropolitan, Berlin has a 1-game lead over Toronto. In the Southern Division, Orlando and Birmingham are tied for first. And then in the Pacific, believe it or not, folks, Las Vegas has the opportunity to clinch. Next week, they can clinch the division next week. And, of course, all the conversations will be resting starters, preventing starting players from getting hurt. So you'll start hearing that conversation. And, of course, here in the Central Division, a matchup between St. Louis and Houston. Houston has an opportunity to tie for first place here with St. Louis. St. Louis, an opportunity to extend their lead in the Central Division. We'll take a look at those halftime statistics for you. St. Louis putting up better numbers out there on the field, but they just lead by 2 points, 9-7. 3 Tyler Bass field goals have been the difference so far. And St. Louis will get the ball to start the third quarter. As we're back to live action here. Again, I'm Glenn Walker. Thank you for watching Replay Sports Channel and our coverage of the World Football League 2022 edition. Coleman back deep to return, and he's going to down that, and they're going to take a touchback. Kirk Cousins, 19 of 25 for 159 yards so far in the game. Elliott, the deep back in the I formation. He'll get the handoff. Off tackle right to the 30, near the first down. Gain of 12. And Ezekiel's saying feed him. 9 carries, 37 yards on the night for Elliott. Elliott, the lone running back. 2 tight end formation. Cousins. Looking for Bell, but incomplete. And Claypool limping toward the sideline. Oh, that is not a good sign. Chase Claypool hurt running a route, and he started grabbing his right leg. Oh, not good sign there. The injuries have been adding up here. We'll try to get a full injury report here for you before we sign off tonight. 2nd and 10. Pass complete to Elliott at the screen. He's to the 40, near the first down. Tackled by King at the 48. Just underway here, 3rd quarter. Now a low-scoring game between the Stars and the Roughnecks. Elliott with a handoff. He's to midfield, breaks into the Houston territory, and tackled by Morig at the 47, gain of 6. Elliott, 10 carries on the night for 43 yards, 2 receptions for 18. Pitch left to Elliott. Gets to about the 44. Mark it to the 43. 1 yard shy of the first down. Elliott with a handoff, dives into the line. Did he get the first down? I think he's short. Oh, they're going to give it to him by the nose of the football. Wonder if Adrian Hill was using an index card there. That was close. They do give him the first down. And Elliott to the sidelines for much needed rest. Coleman into the game now. Off to Coleman, up the middle, 40, 35, tackled by Lenore at the 33. You just joined us. We were talking about the strengths and weaknesses of both teams. Houston, 17th ranked defense. Part of the problem is the running defense. 13th in the league. They allow an average of 121 yards per game rushing. Point of emphasis made by Chip Kelly and the coaching staff in the lead up to this game. Smith lines up in the slot. Cousins back to pass, fires a screen to Coleman. He's got the first down. He's inside the 30 to the 25. Finally stopped by Holcomb at the 22. Great opening possession for the second half for St. Louis. Pitch right to Coleman, trying to get around the end. He's to the 20, 15, look out, 10. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 22-yard touchdown run. That's his longest run of the season. And look at the terrific blocking he gets there on that right side. So a 9-play, 75-yard drive takes up just over 5 minutes. And the Stars will extend their lead by 9. They lead at 16-7 with 9:48 to go here in the third quarter. Houston set to receive. Agnew, the deep man. This will sail through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow comes out with the offense. He was 10 of 16 for 109 yards in the first half. Had the one touchdown pass. That's been the only score on the night for Houston. It was a 29-yard touchdown pass to Cooks midway through the first quarter. Johnson, the lone running back. Screen to Johnson. To the 25. Out to the 30. Billy brings him down to 32. Gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. Play action. Burrow under pressure, throws, completes it to Cooks near midfield. Tackled by Lattimore at the Houston 49, a gain of 17. Screen pass to Johnson. He's caught in the backfield by Bentley. Loss of 2. We were hoping for an entertaining matchup. When we saw this matchup between Houston and St. Louis, we're thinking, okay, young quarterback Joe Burrow versus veteran Kirk Cousins. So just the scoring hadn't been there yet. So still plenty of game left to go. 2nd and 12, ball at the Houston 47. Three wide receivers in for Houston. Burrow with time. Looking for Cooks, but the pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 12, halfway through the third quarter. And third down percentages for both teams. Houston 3 of 6, St. Louis 5 of 9. Four wide receivers in now for Houston. Amendola back into the game. Good sign there for Houston. Over the middle, Amendola with the catch at the 45. He's going to be short of the first down. 4th and 3, decision time here. Burrow looks over to the sideline, and he gets the signal. Houston looking to go for it here on 4th and 3. Houston going for it on 4th down. Need to get to the 41. Flag on the play. Complete to Cooks. He's got the first down pending the flag.
Offsides, defense. Number 96, 5-yard penalty.
So Burrow with the hard count gets Autry to jump. Offsides. And a fresh set of downs for Houston. And that's a visibly upset Chip Kelly there on the St. Louis sideline. Ball be marked at the St. Louis 39. Stevenson in the game, a running back. Stevenson up the middle. Tackled after a couple. Brings up 2nd and 8. Johnson comes into the game for him. Johnson, handoff, off tackle left, tries to get to the 35. Tackled by Dana at the 33. Brings up 3rd and 4. Burrow calling the signals from the pistol. Back to pass. Looking. Fires underneath to Cooks in the flat, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th and 4. And this time, Houston will send out the kicking unit for the field goal. Carlson, 20 of 23 on field goals so far this season. Carlson to try to match his longest field goal this season from 51. It's up and it's good. Got a leg on it. And Houston trails by just 6, 16 to 10 with 5:08 left to go here in quarter number 3. Coming to you live from St. Louis, the Dome at America Center. If you followed us last season, right before the Pantheon Bowl 20, it was announced that the Dome will be the host of Pantheon Bowl 24 in 2025. So in about 3 years' time, we'll be here for the league championship game, the Pantheon Bowl. This year, it will be in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. About a month away from playoffs starting and the tournament to determine who will be the 2 teams to play in the Pantheon Bowl. Hope you'll come along for the ride. Coleman's going to bring this one out from the end zone. He's to the 15, 25, 35, look out. Finally stopped by the kicker Carlson at the 42-yard line. So a 44-yard return from Coleman. 4:57 to go here, 3rd quarter. Stars lead it by 6. Elliott the lone running back. 2 tight end set. And penalty before they can get the play off.
False start. Offense. Number 62, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
And penalty called on the guard Thuney. Now push him back 5 yards. Cousins under pressure and dropped by Chandler Jones. Jones with the sack. Now bring up 2nd and 19. 2nd sack of the night of Cousins. Smith now in the game at running back. Cousins changing the play at the line of scrimmage, trying to get the play off before the play clock expires. Long pass. Oh, looking for Hardman, incomplete. Lenore, great coverage there. Cousins hit after the throw, but no call for late hit. Brings up 3rd and 19. St. Louis sideline still wondering why there was no late hit on the quarterback call there. Need to get to the Houston 48-yard line for the 1st down. Cousins under pressure here on 3rd down. Ball's deflected and incomplete. Attempting for Osborne there. The pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Back to punt. King standing at his own 30. King. We'll let that one go out of bounds. And it will be marked at the Houston 11. 3:57 to go here, third quarter. St. Louis leads 16-10 here on Sunday Night Football. As we mentioned, the head coach is Lovie Smith in his first season with Houston. He does have previous coaching experience with Chicago and Tampa Bay. Has a career record of 106 wins, 114 losses. Chip Kelly in his 7th season with St. Louis. It's a 45-50 record. Handoff is to Johnson. Counter tray right. Gets a couple. Taki with the tackle. Next week, Houston will take on Memphis. And if you were watching our halftime highlights, Memphis has now lost 4 games in a row. Memphis currently at 3-7. St. Louis. Interesting game next week in the Windy City. They'll be at Chicago and take on the Fire. St. Louis defeated the Fire back in week 3 with a 33-29 victory. Three wide receivers in now for Houston. Burrow back to pass. Throws quickly to Cooks. He's got the first down. Tackled by Lattimore at the Houston 23. Hand off to Johnson on 1st and 10. He's to the 25. Gets to the 28 before being tackled by Autry. Johnson on the night, 12 carries for 40 yards, 4 catches for 24 yards. Johnson again, off tackle left to the 30, close to the first down. Stopped at the 31-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Roughnecks. Stevenson will come into the game at running back. Pass on 3rd and short. Over the middle. Completes to Sutton at the 39. He's got the first down. Tackled by Ward. Ball will be marked at the Houston 39. Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Play action. Burrow, time, looking, fires deep downfield for Cooks.
Pass
Incomplete.
interference, defense. Number 23, automatic, first down.
Lattimore was all over him like a coat. Cooks called for it and gets the interference penalty. Huge play. Puts the ball at the St. Louis 35. 6th penalty of the night for St. Louis. 29 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Stevenson with a handoff. Off tackle left. Gets to about the 32-yard line. And that looks to be the last play of the third quarter. So we've got a close ball game. It's a low-scoring one, but we do have a close game. St. Louis leads at 16-10 as we head into the fourth quarter. As a reminder, we got a great slate of games coming up in Week 11. Good Metropolitan Division showdown between Philadelphia and Toronto. St. Louis, Chicago, which we referenced a little bit earlier. Las Vegas, an opportunity to clinch a division a month before the playoffs start. And as a reminder, next Sunday night, the War on I-4. Josh Allen and the Orlando Apollos taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bandits. You don't want to miss that here on the Replay Sports channel. So make sure to be here for that. Sign up, be a subscriber if you haven't already. In addition to football, we also have baseball. We're going to start our 1977 replay here this weekend. Looking forward to that. We've got golf. We had our version of the Masters the other week. That was very entertaining. Basketball, hockey, lots of great things here. So if you're into any of that, feel free to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost nothing. Third quarter statistics, pretty evenly matched here. As we head into quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Houston moving left to right across your screen in the white visitors uniforms. Blue numerals. Burrow back to pass. Fires. Intercepted by Dean. Second interception of the night for Burrow. And Jamil Dean gets his first interception of the year. Houston looking like they were well on their way to score and turn the ball over. Burrow overthrows his wide receiver. The wide receiver was not running the correct route there. We'll have to find out later. As we open the fourth quarter with the second turnover of the night by Houston. Cousins back to pass. Fires. Completes it to Uzoma near the 40. Gain of 8. Cousins on the night. 22 of 31. 189 yards. Give us to Elliott. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3. Cousins barking out the signals. Flag on the play. Pass is complete to Hardman for the first down.
Offsides, defense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty.
So that will be declined by St. Louis. They'll take the gain of the play in 1st and 10 at the St. Louis 47. I formation behind Cousins. Elliott, off tackle right, breaks through midfield into Houston territory. Stopped at the 45. Gain of 8. St. Louis's rushing game tonight combined 19 carries, 96 yards, averaging just 5.1 yards, a little over 5.1 yards a carry. Give again to Elliott up the middle, near the first down. I've been wrong both times. Now the officials mark him short. Chip Kelly's going to challenge.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
I've been very bad on my spotting tonight, so I wasn't going to venture a guess on that one. But St. Louis, Chip Kelly had the eagle eye there, or he had somebody up in the booth telling him what to look for there. So Elliott to the sideline for a breather. Coleman in the game for Elliott. He'll take a handoff right. Caught in the backfield. I think Houston's kind of onto the running game here. Just trying to stop it. They were able to stop it there. Loss of 1. 12 and a half minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. St. Louis leads by 6, 16-10. Cousins back to pass. Flag on the play. Completes the pass to Smith. Tackled at the 36.
Encroachment defense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty.
So they'll take the... It's going to be third down. They'll take the yards. And it'll be 3rd and 3. Cousins is now thrown for just over 200 yards in the game. Back to pass on 3rd down. Cousins looks, fires to Osborne near the 30. He's got the first down. KJ Osborne. 7 receptions, 66 yards tonight. Leads all wide receivers. Cousins back to pass. Quick pass over to Uzoma. He's at the 20. Look out. 10. Uzoma breaks into the end zone for the touchdown. A 30-yard touchdown reception by C.J. Uzoma. And we'll watch it again on replay here. Makes a great catch, and then the rest, 20 yards out, the rest of it's him. Hurdles a defender, number 55 there at the goal line. And Bass's point after is good. Stars with a 13-point lead with 11 minutes 9 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And the kickoff sails through the end zone for a touchback. Stars 7-point favorites coming into tonight's game. Finishing off week 10, the 100th game of the season, game 100 of our 2022 schedule. Houston finds themselves in a hole here. Plenty of time though. Blitz. Burrow gets it off just in time. There's a flag on the play. Stevenson, first down and more. 50. Finally tackled by Simmons inside St. Louis territory.
Encroachment defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty.
29-yard reception by Stevenson, and basically a free play there for Burrow. Wilkins jumped off sides, and it's a free play. Checks it down to Stevenson, and the rookie from Oklahoma does the rest. Into St. Louis territory, 1st and 10. Johnson back in the game at running back. Off tackle right, gets a couple. Tackled by Elliott at the 45. That's the defensive end, Jordan Elliott, in case you were wondering. Burrow changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Draw play to Johnson. He'll get to about the 43. Pickup of 2 yards. Brings up 3rd and 7. Houston's running game continues to struggle as it has for most of the season. Big contributing factor, of course, Nick Chubb not being available tonight. 3rd and 7. Ball at the St. Louis 43. Burrow under pressure. Gets the ball off. Completes to Pascal at the 30. 1st down for Houston. So Burrow completes a big play there, keeps the drive alive. Back to pass on 1st down. Burrow looking long. For Sutton, it's incomplete. And Amendola, who had been hurt earlier in the game, tried to make an effort for it. He is coming back to the sideline. Clock stops with 8:37 left to go in this one. Callaway will take Amendola's place in the lineup. Burrow over the middle. Callaway drops the ball. Brings up 3rd and 10. Burrow looking for Troutman, incomplete. And Houston's going to keep the offense out there. Field goal doesn't really help you out here. Needs to get to the 20-yard line. Burrow back to pass. Has time. Looking. Complete to Cooks. He's got the 1st down. Finally stopped by Lattimore. At the St. Louis 16. So Houston gambles, and it pays off. They get to continue the drive. 8:19 left to go. back to pass. Has Callaway on the near sideline. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Houston. Burrow with a great pass there to Callaway. Callaway does the rest. Carlson in for the point after. And this is a one touchdown game with plenty of time left. I told you guys to sit through this. It would get interesting. It usually does. So Houston pulls within a touchdown. 9-play, 75-yard drive. Included 2 fourth down conversions. So after the touchback, St. Louis will start at their own 25. 7:38 left to go here in regulation. Give us to Elliott, off tackle left. Near the 30, tackled by White. Gain of 5. Brings up second down. Elliott again, up the middle. Met near the line of scrimmage. They'll mark as forward progress, 2 yards. They'll bring up 3rd and 3 for St. Louis. From the gun, Cousins back to pass, fires near side to Jones, but he can't hang on to it. And Sutton was playing for the interception there. He whiffs on that one. Brings up 4th and 3. And punting situation for St. Louis. King standing at his own 30. Good punt there by Martin. Short return by King. Ball will be placed at the Houston 26. Clock reads 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stars lead it 23-17. Houston with the ball. Johnson, sweep right to the 30, has a first down near the 40. Flag on the play. That's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense. Number 7, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
If St. Louis proceeds to lose this game, you've got to look at some of the not thought out penalties here. The defensive pass interference on the last drive, and now a face mask penalty. 7 penalties, 76 yards for St. Louis. Give us to Johnson again. 45, stopped at the 44 by Autry. Gain of 2. Burrow from the gun. Throws, ball batted down at the line. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 8. 5:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fans on their feet here in the Dome at America's Center, trying to cheer on their defense for a stop here. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. Incomplete. Looking for Cooks. Closely guarded by Lattimore. 4th and 8. No question here. Just over 5 minutes left. Houston will go for it. Pressure up the middle. Burrow having to leave the pocket. Can he get to the first down in time? Tackled by Matthew. He's got the first down. What an effort by Joe Burrow. Chased out of the pocket. Collision with Tyler Matthew. And Burrow gets the better of the Honey Badger. They've marked the ball at the St. Louis 35. 4:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Burrow over the middle, completes it to Callaway at the 20. 1st and 10. McCourty with the stop. So if you're St. Louis, you have 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Houston scores a touchdown here. Bass made a 61-yard field goal against Detroit last week. That was the ball that bounced on the crossbar and in to win the game. First and 10, ball at the St. Louis 19. Burrow pitches left to Johnson. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Dana. Brings up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Drifting right. Looking. Throws underneath to Johnson. At the line of scrimmage. Johnson is shoved out by Bentley. No gain. It's all that effort and no gain. Clock stops at 2:54. Brings up 3rd and 10. Houston needs a touchdown here. Four wide receivers set for Houston. Burrow back to pass. Has time over to Cooks. He can't get it. Incomplete. And that brings up 4th down. Last gasp here for Houston. Need a touchdown. Burrow studying the defense. Back to pass. Looking. Fires for Sutton. It's complete, but does he have the first down? No. Dean with the tackle at the 11. 3 yards shy of the first down, and Dean is mobbed by his teammates as they head to the sideline. Clock stops with 2:43 to go. And St. Louis with an opportunity here to try to run out the clock. Houston still has all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning, though. Time to feed Elliott. Elliott up the middle. Gets to about the 16. Tackled by White. And St. Louis is going to let this run to the 2-minute warning. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Exciting finish coming up here in our Week 10 Sunday Night Football game. A win here for St. Louis will secure their lead in the Central Division. If Houston can manage the comeback here, they'll tie St. Louis for the lead in the Central Division. Houston still has all 3 of their timeouts, and I imagine they start deploying them here. Elliott just up the middle. Oh, there's a penalty on the play.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 20, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Now I think Sutton's going to be called for the late hit there. So that's 1st and 10. Just the 3rd penalty on the day for Houston. Give us to Elliott. Gets to about the 35. And Houston will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Stops the clock with 1:45. Elliott, 19 carries, 73 yards. He's going to take a quick breather on the sideline. Coleman into the game at running back. Coleman, handoff, off tackle right. Gets to about the 39-yard line before being stopped. Houston will use their 2nd timeout. Clock stops with 1:38. It's now 3rd and 4. St. Louis needs to get to the 43-yard line for the first down. Pick up a first down here, probably game over. Cousins moves to the pistol here. Passing down here. Cousins throws, incomplete. Looking for Uzoma, but Uzoma couldn't dig it up out of the turf. Incomplete, 4th and 4. So Houston's not out of it yet. St. Louis will have to punt it away. Martin's going to try to give this one a ride. King standing at his own 24. Good punt by Martin. King will retrieve it at his own 10. He's to the 20. Finally tackled down. They'll officially mark the ball at the 18. Clock stops with 1:29. So if you're just joining us, St. Louis leads 23-17. Houston gets the ball. They have 1 timeout left. 89 seconds left to go. They need a touchdown. Four wide receivers in for Houston. Burrow calling out the plays. Back to pass. Looking. Has to go underneath to Pascal at the 20. Cannot get out of bounds. Burrow having to quickly get himself off the turf. He was hit after the throw, and they're going to have to go hurry up offense here. They only have 1 timeout remaining. St. Louis just rushing 3 down linemen. Has to go short again to Pascal. And Pascal again cannot get out of bounds. Brings up 3rd and 7. Burrow directing traffic, trying to get the play off in time. He does. Looking. Going to that right side again. It's picked off by Murphy. Murphy could run it back. Finally stopped at the 5-yard line by Callaway. Byron Murphy, his 2nd interception of the year, and that's probably going to do it for Houston. 3rd interception of the night for Burrow. Elliott with a handoff and a touchdown. Elliott with his 9th touchdown of the season. And that's the final nail in the Houston's coffin. He goes weak side there and scores the touchdown. So this one's pretty much over. 34 seconds left. 3 big turnovers. All of them interceptions by Burrow. And that's going to do it. Short kickoff there by Bass. Returned by King to the Houston 28. So, again, barring any last-second miracles here, St. Louis will improve to 7-3. Continue to have sole position of first place in the Central Division. Burrow throws to Callaway at the 35. Complete. Gonna hurry him up. Gonna try to throw it long here. Incomplete. Cannot make the catch. 9 seconds left. Last play of the game, barring penalty. Or maybe not. 4th and 3. They have 4 seconds left on the board. "45th passing attempt for Burrow tonight. Throws over the head of the receiver. Incomplete. That's your final score, folks. St. Louis Stars 30, Houston 17. And your most valuable player of the game, Ezekiel Elliott. Ends the night with 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Kirk Cousins, 26 of 37, 241 yards and a touchdown. Those interceptions by Burrow, though, those were the drive killers tonight. So St. Louis again improves to 7-3, maintain first place, sole possession of first place in the Central. Don't forget, folks, next week we got a good one for you. Southern Division rivalry between the Orlando Apollos, Tampa Bay Bandits, war on I-4. Be here for that. Thank you so much again for watching this feature presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. I'm Glenn Walker. Thank you again for watching. Have a great night.